Hi there, welcome to this video. I'm going to set up a way to try and encourage a kingfisher to visit some perches and maybe even get some action shots. This is part one of a two-part video series. Now I've had a plan in my mind for a few weeks about how I can attract a kingfisher to some perches that I've set up in front of a hide that I've built. Now I wanted to include this video because it goes into all of the preparation that went into getting these shots. It's sometimes easy to watch wildlife videos and be wowed by the images, but it's not always clear how much effort and preparation went into getting those shots. I'm going to include some of the shots at the end of this video, but the majority of the photos that I get will be in part two. If this is your first time visiting the channel, don't forget to go ahead and click like, subscribe and the bell notifications, and that way you'll be informed of all of my future content. Hope you find this video useful, and don't forget, as I always say, it's really important that you enjoy your photography. I've had a plan now for a while about how I can improve the shots I get of the kingfisher. The plan is to sink a bucket down into the bottom of the pond, just below the surface of the water. Then what I'm going to do is go to the nearby stream, get some fish and put them in the bucket. What they should then do is attract the kingfisher to the perch, but also I will know exactly where it's going to dive, and so I can focus on this bucket and hopefully I should get some action shots. So behind me here, what I've got is a pallet that I'm going to put on the bottom of the pond, and then some metal that I'm going to use as a bridge so I can get out to the bucket and the perch much more easily without sinking into the bottom and not getting too wet. With wellies on, it shouldn't be a problem at all. So that's what I'm going to do today. The first job is to try and position the pallet near to the perch without falling in. Job number one, successful. Next, for the metal, this should be the easier bit, because hopefully I should just be able to let it fall straight down onto the pallet. A bit like that. Cool. I like it. Cooking. Absolute guess. Okay, next job, get the bucket in. What I'm trying to do is trying to fill the bucket without getting too much mud in it, because the bottom of the pond has been stirred up quite a bit now with me moving about in it. So I want to try and get the water in there as clear as possible. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon, side by side and through. No limit to what we. The problem I've got at the moment is there's a lip on the edge of the bucket that seems to be just making it float, and so it won't sit beneath the surface. So I think what I might need to do is just get a bit of a stone or something just to weigh it down to pull it right underneath. At the moment you can just see the lip of the bucket, so I'll go and find a stone. I've got a stone now to try and weigh the bucket down to stop the lip appearing. I don't know whether you can see it on the video, but it's just floating just ever so slightly. So I can just weigh it down slightly under the water. It should be all good. Unfortunately, you can still see the bucket. I don't think I'm going to have to find a different one to use. The rim of the bucket is quite white, and so you can see it through the water even though it's below the surface. So what I might have to try is either a black bucket or a more transparent tank. But the concept works and I can get to it quite easily. So we're looking good. I'm pleased with how that went. I've now got definite proof of concept. I need to do something about that bucket, but while I'm here, I'm going to have a quick wander around to the stream and just see if I can see any fish. I haven't really got anything to catch them with, but I'm just going to have a little look. The good news is there's plenty of fish in the stream. I've just seen lots. I don't know whether you saw them on the video. I very much doubt it. But the difficulty will be just actually catching them. But I'm going to buy a fishing net this afternoon and a black bucket to replace the white one that's in the pond. And then, hopefully, we should all be set for some great action shots. So, join me soon. I've got a couple of jobs to do today. First of all, I've got a new black bucket. So it's actually a planter. And so I'm going to replace the white bucket that I've put out in the lake. Hopefully it should be less visible. I've also got a fishing net. So I'm going to go around to the stream and we're going to see if I can catch some fish. The first job is to replace this black planter with a white bucket in the lake. Yeah, you can still see it from a high level, but when you get down low, it's completely invisible, so that works. So that's a success. So I'm by the side of the stream where I saw the fish yesterday. I've just had a little go and it's pretty simple to catch them. I've got a bucket of water over there that I'm putting them into. So it's just a case of dipping in carefully and you come up with a net full of fish. So I'll transfer those into the bucket by the perch and I'll leave them for today. Hopefully the kingfisher will get used to seeing them and I'll pop back another day to take its picture. Let's get a few more fish. That turned out to be a lot simpler than I expected. It's pretty easy to get quite a lot of fish out. So I've now got an all-you-can-eat buffet ready for the kingfisher. So I'll take those round to the perch and transfer them into the planter that I've just put in the water. The final part is to transfer the fish into the bucket. Now I am just a little bit concerned now the water's started to clear that the bucket is actually becoming more visible. I'm not sure it's going to work long term. I might have to look for a glass tank, just a small one. I think that may be more effective. But for now, while the kingfisher gets used to the fish being here, I think it'll do the job for the moment. So, okay fishies, here you go. That's the end of part one. It's been several days since I've made the changes that you've seen in this video, and I've been down to the hide a few times and managed to get some shots of the kingfisher, but as of yet I've not seen it take any fish out of the planter. So if you join me in part 2, we'll both find out whether I managed to get any better shots. Don't forget to check out my Instagram account, that's at Darrell Oakden Photography. There you can see sneak peeks of photographs before they go into videos. You can also message me there and also on Facebook and down below in the comments. I love reading comments, and also if you've got any questions, I'll do my very best to answer them. I hope you've enjoyed this video and will join me in part 2 to find out how I get on. Don't forget to click like, subscribe and the bell notifications. Watch out for next week's video. That goes live at 4 o'clock on Sunday. But all that's left now is to say stay safe and I'll see you soon. Out to the perch to allay, oh God, so close. Just below the water, and then I'm going to get the bihushka before they go into videos. I'm walking on water.